Well, good morning, everybody. I know we said 9 o'clock we'd be on. We're a couple minutes early, so we'll give people a chance to connect here this morning, and hopefully our power up finds you well. And sorry about the delay today. For those of you who are normally on at 8:30, had some technical difficulties here, as you may have noticed. Some of you may have noticed yesterday on the YouTube computer completely shut down and all of that. So it took a little bit to get her going here this morning, but I think we're set and ready to go. So I apologize for the late start once again. Want to thank all of you for your patience and understanding yesterday. Hopefully, there's patience and understanding. At least I shouldn't presume. But we were a little early yesterday, around 5:30. We began yesterday in the morning, and we had a family from our church moved to Indiana. And so I drove a car down there yesterday and got back late last night. And so that's kind of why we were a lot early yesterday. We'll put it that way. But thank you for your prayers. For those of you who I asked for your prayers as I traveled. So thank you so much for that. And we had a good time, good trip, and all that good stuff. It was hot down there. It was in Indiana, there in Franklin, Indiana. It was 98 degrees, probably 200% humidity. You can't have 200%, but man, it was pretty humid down there too. So good to be back in Northern Michigan. Thank you for your prayers. Going to begin today, Proverbs chapter 25. If you care to join me there in Proverbs 25, once again, thank you so much for being on. And once again, don't forget we have church services tonight at 6 o'clock, and look forward to our time together there. Hope to see you there. If you can make it, that would be great, and look forward to that. All right, Proverbs 25. Join me in verse number 26. Proverbs 25, verse number 26. The Bible says, "A righteous man falling down before the wicked is as a troubled fountain and a corrupt spring." This righteous man falling down, speaking of the righteous man faltering, the righteous man falling to sin. And look what it says here: falling down before the wicked. Hey, he falls to sin. He's like a troubled fountain. It's like a fountain of water where the water has become dirty, muddy. Maybe if you look into some of you go to the beach there, step into the lake, you'll notice that you kick up some of the dirt and some of the mud and all of that. And if you wait a little bit, it finally dissipates. But the idea of somebody, a Christian, a righteous person falling to sin, falling to temptation, it muddies up the waters. And it's like a troubled fountain. And then also we see this idea of the corrupt spring. Like a spring where the water is no good, where maybe it might be the water might be poison or so on. It reminds me of the bitter waters of Mara, and where Israel drank after the golden calf incident and all of that. And man, just a tough situation there. And that's kind of what the way the Christian is. We muddy the waters when we fall to temptation and sin, and people they lose faith. Some won't come to the faith because they know too many Christians that live like the world. And so there's just a reminder for you: hey, keep your chin up, be above reproach. The Bible tells us to abstain from all appearance of evil, so please keep that in mind there. And then verse number 27: "It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory." And look at the picture here. It's not good to eat much honey. Honey is tasty. Honey is good. I love going to Outback and getting their bread and getting some honey butter. Oh, so good. But you know what? Too much of that is not good. And too much, we could put it this way: too many sweets are not good. We focus on the sweets and we don't eat that which helps our body and nourishes our body. If we focus on these other things, and not that they're completely horrible, they taste good, but we've got to get the right nutrients in as well. Now think about this. The picture is likened to individuals that search their own glory. who promote themselves, look to build up and lift up themselves, what is it? It's all fluff. It's all vanity. It doesn't help. It's not nutritious and so on. And so you think about it. Too much of a good thing. Don't be searching for your own glory. In fact, remain humble. And God will exalt you in due time. And so humility is so very important. And then verse number 28, one of my favorite verses in regards to just temperance and contentedness. We read here, verse number 28, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. And so as you consider this, verse 28 here, the idea of self-control, of being temperate. We can't control ourselves like a city that's broken down and without walls. And here's a great example without getting too political. It's just kind of, you watch the news, it's on there. You take a look at our southern border and the thousands of people that are coming in. I think I read 190 some thousand people were arrested at the border last month or whatever. And you look at it, when there's no wall, when there's no guarding against that, you're going to be overrun. And that's kind of the picture that's being set here, man. If you can't control yourself, you can't put up your own guards, you can't put up your own walls, you can't control it, you're going to be overrun. And the same is true with sin. If we don't put protections up in our life, we're going to be overrun by temptation. We're going to succumb to sin. And whatever, as you hear those statements, maybe whatever pops into your mind, that sin maybe that you struggle with, the temptation you struggle with, hey, you got to put up some safeguards to keep that sin out of your life and remain pure of that sin. And he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. You will be overrun. And just like at our southern border, I don't blame the people trying to come in. If I didn't live in America, I'd try to get here. And if I could, I'd do it. But you know what? If we're going to protect our own, you've got to have the walls. And the same is true with our heart. If you're going to live a life pure and free of sin, you've got to guard yourself, guard your heart to remain free from sin and free from falling to that temptation. And so, man, he that had no rule over his own spirit. Let's take this another way now. That was in regards to sin. Now, think about this. If you don't have rule over your own spirit, this is speaking of maybe the way in which you react in the moment, the way in which, man, you might struggle from time to time and controlling yourself. Man, got to do it. It's so important if you're gonna be victorious. And so, man, you need to control our reactions, control our spirit. Okay, I'm going to leave you those couple thoughts for the day. Let me give a couple shout outs. Once again, sorry it was late. Had some technical difficulties with the laptop, but got it all figured out. Thankful for that, and appreciate your patience this morning. Let me give a couple shout outs. Welcome you to our services, or our Power Up. Don't forget services tonight at 6 o'clock with Cliff and Karen. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being on. Brian and Cindy, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Ingrid, good morning. Have a great day. Love you. Barnett's, good morning to you. Hope you have a great day. Charlie and Marcia, good morning. Have a wonderful day. Lynette, thank you so much for for watching, and have a great morning. Paula, good morning to you. And Jean, good morning. Thank you so much for watching. I want to encourage you, hey, like, share. If you haven't commented, comment. Love to read those throughout the day. And then if you're watching the recorded version, be sure to like, share, and comment as you're watching this. Want to give a shout out. Got a shirt in the mail for my birthday from my in-laws, and it says spring training. And so they got me this shirt for that, and it's they're trying to get me to go down for spring training next year. And so we'll see about if that happens or not, but would love to get down there to see the in-laws in Florida and maybe take in a game or two there. All right, Lord willing, we'll see you tonight. That'll be at 6 o'clock, and hope to see you then. Be sure and be in your place. All right, Lord bless you all. Have a great day.